Oh, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special live stream with Darren talking. I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, slapping? Wrist slapping! Wrist slapping! Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're talking wrist slapping for the next WoW. So, yeah. Oh, there you
This
go.
guy? I don't know. Maybe. I don't
That's
know.
the. Oh, that's. Oh, I still don't have that Funko. All I still have is just the Swamp Fire one.
Mm,
That's all I have. Which is unfortunate because I probably
yeah.
should get that. Let's
hmm
share this out on Twitter. But how you doing, man? Good?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Thanks for having me back again. It's it's kind of a full circle moment. It feels like,
Mm-hmm.
I talked about this under your like Ben 10 Omniverse like final episode thing, and I was like, it's kind of bittersweet seeing you wrap up the show because I associate this show and you starting the show with kind of our friendship a little bit because I feel like we had talked a little bit prior, but I feel like we started working together when you did your first Ben 10 live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy that this is kind of maybe not the last one, but the last of this era, I'd say, of these Ben 10 live streams.
Yeah.
I'd
Cause
say
have you seen Reboot
episodes of it.
episodes?
And then I this morning I literally watched the first two because I was like, well, I'm gonna follow you on your journey
Mm-hmm.
through it because that show came out when I was in middle school. So, at the time, I was like, "Whoa, boo! This isn't my Ben 10. Fuck
Not
this!"
my Ben 10.
I was pissed. I was so mad. I was so excited for the fifth series, and as like a middle schooler, like I think that's a tough pill to swallow to be like, well, what you had is gone, and now here's a thing for littler children. So and now that the like new comic is coming out, and they've said that some inspiration will be coming from the reboot continuity as well, one of which you've already seen.
Yes.
I think that was actually a really good time to kind of dive into reboot stuff and be like, okay, what are they going to be pulling from?
Yeah, because the two episodes I watched first that Ben 10 Theorist sent me. Apparently, it's like a European live viewing version. I don't know,
Oh, interesting.
but like it was like a hydromancer creature, and then the second episode was the wrestling episode
Mm.
where Ben like wins at a championship with Gwen in a video game, Sumo Slammer's video game, and then now he gets to go. Like they're in the parking lot magically of this building that is hosting a wrestling match. So he goes in his forearms. In those first two episodes, and I've watched now up to 6.
Okay.
They do 2 per video. So the one I just finished editing on, I have to upload to get the thumbnail is, it was like the filth or something. It's like, so there's a giant guy with a bug's head, a small bug with a guy's head on it, and they take the rust bucket, and Ben has to follow them. And throughout this adventure in the desert, it's like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, where he keeps failing at stopping the rust bucket, and so, and then it's a maggot monster this guy makes with the whatever. So that was messy. And then the next episode, which I thought was really interesting, was Hex was looking for these like gauntlets. At like a swamp meet or something. Of course, it's a swamp meet. And then the next two I saw was episode 5 was like a queen bee villain, and like Ben was trying to film an action movie and all that, and that's next week. And then the episode after that, which was I'm trying to remember, Animo Farm, where Ben gets captured as and I didn't realize this because I've seen the intro. There's this alien, like a blue insect alien. I'm like, who is it? Like, it's a new insect bug. Like, no, this is their version of Stinkfly. He's been redesigned. And I'm like, oh.
People hate that Stinkfly. People despise that Stinkfly.
So my thing is, and I know people are watching, we'll get to Omniverse and we'll get to other non-reboot shit, but I just have to say this because someone who's, understands where I'm coming from. I like the design of the alien. I just don't like the fact that it's Stinkfly.
It's Stinkfly.
That's my point. But so yeah. So, but yeah, it is Overflow. Yeah, that's the new one. That's also in the comics.
The reboot comic.
Yes. Because Overflow was in the first episode of Saw Reboot.
It's also the same exact lineup as the comic. So like they literally took that original 10 in Reboot, and that's the one they're going with, which I actually kind of think is a good thing. Like, I actually overall kind of
It's a little bit
not
different.
necessarily like the look of the aliens, but I think the lineup is low-key kind of better. Like, you have Cannon Bolt in the OG-10, which I think is a good move. And obviously there's a lack of Ripjaws, but I think they do that because
I like this. This is correct. It's like a love child of
ooh,
both of them in a
yeah,
way. Yeah. Okay.
kind of.
Yeah.
And I think they do overflow over Ripjaws because I think they want the underwater element of an alien, but they want him to have the ability to be on land and to also fight on land as well, kind of
That
thing.
I didn't even think about that. This is why I love talking with you about this stuff because it never clicked in my head. I'm like, it's just a new water alien. They just didn't want to do
Yeah.
water hazard. But I think you're right. They're just doing another version of water hazard and
Hmm.
Ripjaws, but it's basically water hazard, but kind of more kiddie
Yeah.
with the design. So like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
you know. But it's really strange watching it after just finishing Omniverse, which like tonally is similar in a way
Yeah.
because like reboot has this certain I'd say quality to it in terms of like how
Mm,
it approaches the humor because I think it was the first episode where it's that Hydro whatever Mancer
yeah.
and like Ben is trying to open a jar of pickles. He's trying to turn it. And he's like, "What?" And then it cuts back to him like he has a giant wrench, and then he has a bat. It's like trying to open the jar of pickles, and Gwen just like nothing. So stuff like that. But then Omniverse is trying to do classic humor,
Mm,
but also going completely crazier
yeah.
with like its multiversal, multi-bin aspects. To the
Yeah.
point now we're in the final season. For some reason, just because of the time stuff, and you have Ben 10,000, you have Professor Paradox. Oh, Ben and Rook have these ships that can fly and go through time, or make it to where Kai calls Ben, but we never hear the conversation. But Ben knows the conversation because they just had it, but he came back in time a little bit prior,
Yeah.
and then they never address that ever again. Right? It never happens again to where something happens to Ben, but the other person doesn't experience it. He's like, "Oh, we already had this conversation." It's like it
Yeah.
was one and done. He's just yeah, they do. I mean, Ben looks kind of in reboot looks similar to Ben in classic a little
Mm,
bit. Same exact Omnitrix. Which I really didn't mention in episodes 1 to 2, but in 3 to 4, I'm like, oh, because he clearly shows it. I'm like, oh, like that's a
yeah.
clear shot. It's the original Omnitrix. What was your favorite season of Omniverse? I'm curious. If you had to pick a season, I know there's a lot of questionable stuff in each season, but if you had to pick,
I think those first two. I think
okay,
the big malware arc is just genuinely one of my favorites of the whole franchise. I think it's fantastic, and I think how it like culminates with the like getting feedback back, or where it's like, well, like you don't learn anything if you lose Tennyson. Like you have to
mm-hmm.
lose and get back up. Like that stuff, I loved it. Like that's the peak for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really enjoy Frogs of War as well. I think that
Oh,
season's really fun too.
I do so I will agree. I think the first 2 seasons had more of a focus,
Absolutely, yeah.
even though there were some questionable decisions. Like, okay, um, I don't know about a favorite season because it's kind of hard to pick. I would say the Frogs of War was surprising, especially when Ben
Mm,
lost. He got sent away, and then we actually cut ahead to some time later. Um, I will say the arc where they go to the Transylvania esque planet. I really like that.
mm,
I think that was season 5. I think
something like that.
season
Yeah.
5. Yes, this person Matthew thinks season 5 is peak. I think it's season 5.
Okay.
Time War. Now, was this something that they ever actually did, or is it the comics or
What the Time War? I
the
think
Time War?
that's the like Maltruant stuff, right? Would be the Time
Yeah,
War. Okay.
but Mercenary's saying we should would have seen it on
The
screen.
actual Time War that like
Yeah.
Paradox mentions, like, oh yeah, we're doing the yeah, they skip over a couple of it. Um,
Mm,
I I think that final season is a little interesting to me. Like, I don't hate
mm-hmm.
it. I don't think it's a bad final season, but I feel like there's a lot of potential. I feel like there's a lot of things they skipped over.
Oh,
Like you kept
100%.
saying in your reactions, we're like, okay, we're doing another filler episode. Where's the plot? Where's the stuff? And I think you're right. It probably was Mark Hamill, right? It probably was like, well, they can't get him. Um,
Yeah, because you can't really show Maltruant, which is took me forever to finally say that name, and now the show's over, so it doesn't even matter now. But it's like you have this character, but you can't have him stand around or not. You can't have the character appear for too long in a scene and not have him say anything because you know the voice
Mm,
behind it. Or in general, even if you were a kid and didn't know that it was Mark Hamill, you can't just be staring at, oh, this is the villain they teased some episodes back, and he's been standing around for a minute, and everyone else is talking for him, but he's not actually saying one line. People were like, what are we doing here?
yeah.
Um, I will say, too, even though I've not seen the show, because I'm looking on the Ben 10 Wikipedia here, obviously trying to avoid certain stuff that may pop up, like it's a major Omniverse, that's all I'm looking at. The crossover with the Secret Saturdays, which...
Mm,
I've never seen the show, but people say it's pretty good. But I really liked seeing these characters that I've never seen before, but they actually have their own show.
hmm
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Omniwoke.
But
Time where
okay.
they hyped up, but it was basically just the 2 final episodes. Pretty much, I mean,
Yeah.
there was supposed to be another season or something to wrap up the show.
Yeah. There was again, don't quote me on any of this. I'm not like an expert on everything. But yeah, there was supposed to be a season 9, and then I think talks turned to a movie that never happened.
Mm.
And I don't think I've told you this yet. I don't think I've told you this little piece of info yet. But one of the pitches, or at least what I think it was Duncan had said, like one of the ideas for the next season or movie would have been the return of the -10 as like a wrap up thing.
Oh, come on! Holy shit!
Wouldn't that have been sick? Like a
Oh
new
my
-10 with all
God!
the new villains and stuff.
Because they could have fixed or at least like redeemed themselves
Hmm.
for how the -10 originally in classic
Yeah,
didn't really hit as hard as they thought it would.
yeah.
Ah, God. Yeah, the
They have a lot more to
riddle.
play with now too. Like you can add all
Mm,
all these newer villains. Oh, yeah, would have been great.
Riddle scene was iconic because your reaction. Yeah, because it was fucking terrible. My God. Ben 10K said there were rogue clockworks, but we never seen them. Oh,
Mm.
damn.
Yeah, Maltruan is kind of like a very overpowered villain. Like it's kind of hard to beat an evil clockwork, I feel.
Yep. Heroes United is peak 100%. It's fucking awesome.
Hmm.
That's freaking great. Darren warned you, but you still got Argid. Preston and everything. Yeah, because you did. Because I still need to make that a short because you had shared that saying, "Oh, by the way," and I'm like, "Oh God."
I warned you last time. I was like, "There's a thing coming with him. You're not going to believe." Would you have believed season 1 of Alien Force when we first see that fucker that he would all these years later not only be the president of Earth, he would be. Ken would call him Uncle Argit.
Argit. Oh my! I was so. You know what? I'll say this. It made me mad when we saw Argit in the future, like stuff as president. I think what made me even worse was when Ken said Uncle Argit. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy that Ben has never trusted is allowing his son to say Uncle Argit like they're close, like they're family.
They must be, yeah.
This
I mean,
fucking weasel, fucking rat shit.
I wonder if it's because he was president. Like, when he became president, he like relied so much on Ben to like protect him from like global threats and stuff. Maybe they became so close that way or
Maybe.
something. But no, it's crazy.
The worst alien?
Well, the worst. It's in his name, right? The worst.
Yeah, that one that he. What do you mean?
The yellow.
Whatever.
No.
The yellow guy.
Yeah.
100%. Who would be the Sinister Six of Ben 10? That is a good question. I gotta look up Ben 10 villains to see the list. Hold on a second.
Is this who is like his 6th most powerful? Or is this like, because there's a lot of Ben 10 villains, a lot of them wouldn't do well together though. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So when you think Sinister Six, like it never really works because they're all.
I guess
villains.
it would be like the 6 most iconic, right? Like the 6, like who are his main 6? I guess, right?
Yeah, I would have
Okay.
to. Yeah, I mean, Vilgax is a given. So that's one.
Yes.
I would say Albedo.
Albedo. I'd say Ghost Freak.
So it's a scare.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Charmcaster. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'd say. I think Malware has to be there.
Okay.
I'd also say, see, this is tough. Like, do we count
you got
Kevin?
Michael Morningstar.
Do we count Kevin in there? Because he's one of the most important villains to Ben, right?
True,
He's one of his
so
biggest.
much more time where he's not a villain, right?
Yeah. I'd also say Agrigor is the only villain Ben never beat. He never beat him, so he's on that list, I think, as well.
If we're set, because the idea is like, okay, these 6 villains are going to team up to go against Ben.
Yeah.
So Vilgax, Albedo is a scare. Malware. Agrigor. We got one more.
Animo? I feel like it has
Animo.
to be there.
Yeah, it's got to be Animo.
Animo has to be there.
I think Charmcaster and Michael Morningstar are right below it.
Yeah.
But I think you have to Animo because Animo was consistent.
Yeah.
Even though he's a joke villain at times, he's consistent across all 4 shows. And now 5, because I know he's in Reboot Universe. We went to Animo Farm episode 6, so like I already know he's out there.
He's the only actor that continuously played his character in every season of Ben 10. Every single one. Yeah, which is great.
Eon has Eon season main villain potential. Well, yeah, because they had to redeem him from that horrible live action movie.
Yes, there's a lot of villains. I'm like, they could have been a whole season.
Yeah, I'm not going to react to Dylan Force. Can't do that.
I still think Hex should have been a main villain for like a season.
That's good.
I would have loved that. He's so cool. He has so much potential, and he's usually either one-offs or whatever.
I don't know how he got become professor. I don't know. And also, too, so in my reaction to the Batman Brave and the Bold Green Lantern episode, that fucking mutt was the same. It was pretty much 99% Argent. I'm like, dude, that's got to be Argent. There's no way that's not Argent, but it sounds just like it. But I don't know. Love interest, like in general or in Ben 10? Like, that's really favorite love interest. Felicity Smoke. I'm kidding.
Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't know.
I mean, look, I know the show forced Kai and Ben together, but I think Esther would have been a decent love interest for Ben. I know Kai was there since Classic, I know, but they pretty much forced it because Ken was already a thing at one timeline in Classic, which was a great episode, but then eventually got to the point where, okay, now we're seeing Spanner, it's gotta be Ken, and it is. And his parents don't even know, which I thought they knew. No, they didn't know. So that was a cool reveal. Yeah.
I guess my take is I don't think Ben's ever had a healthy relationship in the show.
Yeah, not even Julie. I would have said Julie if he didn't really wreck that every time he could, because she really should have walked away way before she did.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Ben is a lot of things. A good boyfriend is not one of them. Absolutely not. And I kind of like that idea. Like, I kind of like that maybe the idea that maybe they lean into that in a future storyline or something where it's like maybe Ben's just not meant for it. Like, there are people in life that aren't meant to be in ongoing relationships. Like maybe he's someone that is so. His love is the love of the game and like his job and his career. And so maybe that's a storyline of like, hey, I tried it. It doesn't really work for me, but I love my family, I don't know, this is a hot take. I don't see Ben and Kai lasting their entire marriage, like in the future.
So you think, okay, Ken happened. And then eventually after the point of where we saw them last, they just don't last.
I could
potentially
see them being like co-parents. Like, I think that'd be a very interesting storyline of like, Ken happened, we tried it for a while, but they go their separate ways, but they still work together for Ken, and also like the word, like if there's a word where we ever got like a Ben 10,000
like a
kind
fifth
of
show. Like
I think that'd be fascinating. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's gonna happen at some point on Darren's channel. That
eventually,
will be
yes,
because he doesn't live stream Pipeline anymore. He does re-recordings, so it will be happening, and it will be, in the subscription feed of my stuff, so you'll be able to see it. Trust me.
Yes.
Down the road, we will do it.
Yes.
I love that they never redeemed Artie. He's a criminal through and through. Yeah, that's I will say that at least they kept him consistent across the board. He's
Yes.
always an ass. Charm Master for Gwen. I mean, yeah, if Gwen had a Sinister Six and Ben had her, yeah, I think
Ooh.
Charm Caster's definitely there. Then Michael Morningstar has to be in Gwen.
Yeah.
For her. I don't know who else you would put though for her though, because there's just
Adwaita, I guess, right?
yeah,
Hex as well.
sure, yeah,
I mean, hell, I guess you can argue Kevin sometimes, right? During the Ultimate Kevin arc, kind of, if you wanna.
yeah,
But that would have been
yeah.
the cool thing, like if they had got that Gwen spinoff. Like, okay, you could have built up more rogues galleries for her, more magical.
Yeah, you
kind
could
of
have created
characters
new
for
ones,
her.
and I think Charm Caster and Michael Morningstar would definitely be heavy hitters
Absolutely.
in her show. Zombozo, like, look, I love Zombozo. I love that he's coming to the comics
Yes.
down the road, but unfortunately, Zombozo can't be a part of because he's not
enough. No.
he's iconic, but he doesn't appear much.
No. I think he peaked in that original Ben 10 episode. His first appearance was his best, I think.
We did bring it up. Animo is the most consistent because he's always the ridiculous villain.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
Um,
Sunny's also a decent one. Like, Sunny's a character that's like such a cool concept, bad execution, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And I would love if they fixed her because I love the idea of Gwen having her own almost albedo character, like someone who has the same power sets as her, but for evil. And if they just changed her up a bit, because she was literally like, "Hey, it's Gwen with black hair," was kind of all they did with her.
Yeah, I wish they made it more like non-specific that Spanner was Ken, but I think they knew the audience would figure it out, even if they didn't really make it clear.
Yeah.
We are smart, maybe.
Yeah.
About the new show. So there's always rumors and leaks about something. I don't believe it for a second, just because if there was something truly in the works, we would hear more information about it. But we haven't heard anything in a while because they're focused on the comic.
Yeah.
They might be pitching a show, right? They might have pitched something, but we don't.
I think after the success of this comic, they'd be stupid not to be looking into something. Like, that's what they said. They've said all the road into this comic. He's like they said, hey, if this does well, this will help the potential of a new show or a new movie or new game, and it's doing way better than anyone thought it would. Like, it's like outselling every like point of its curse, and that's incredible. So keep buying those comics, guys. Keep helping the comic do well. That's the best way we can ensure a new show.
Yeah,
is
for
happening.
Sure. Now, do you think it'd be like an HBO Max?
I think it'd probably be hard. Well, I don't know, because I would have said it would have been Cartoon Network, but Cartoon Network keeps like licensing out all their other shows to other networks. Like, regular show just came back. That's on Cartoon Network, but like Gumball's at Disney, and Scooby-Doo is going to Tubi, and like. We could see a Ben 10 show on Disney Plus.
We could, honestly, thinking about it too, because Warner Brothers licensed out the Scooby-Doo anime show, which was announced with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and some new characters, to Tubi.
Yeah.
Which I am fascinated about that.
I'm excited, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised for a second if Tubi's like, we'll do a Ben 10 show. Because I think the original Ben 10 show was on Tubi. Like, that's it. There's nothing else. So I could see them go, sure. Because imagine this: if Tubi gets the rights and they get to, obviously they wouldn't create the show, but they would basically
buy
get the license, the licensing to show it. People are gonna be flocking to Tubi, and that's a lot more ad revenue for them because people are gonna be like jumping on Ben 10 because it's a free streaming service. You don't have to actually pay for anything. You gotta watch ads. They would love that.
That'd be great.
100%. When do you think Vilgax was his most intimidating? I would say classic.
I'd say
first season.
Season 1 classic, episode 13 is terrifying.
Yes.
He's absolutely terrifying.
He's a monster.
Not to say he doesn't also have other great feats. Like, I will say, like, him like killing Chroma Stone is still in my top like whatever moments from Ben 10. Like that, like that's an insane moment, but never as scary as he is in Classic. Yeah.
A new Ben 10 game, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, anything. Absolute Batman. I mean, absolutely. We have the. Have you seen the Ben 10? You probably seen Absolute Ben 10.
Yeah, my buddy Dan was the one that did that, which was so funny because I had him on Pipeline the day that he announced that, and he didn't mention it in the thing, and then it came out. I was like, God damn it, I could have asked him about it. Come on, man, I'm so close. But no, like shout out. Which it's so interesting though because now people call the new comic Absolute Ben 10, which is not what it's called. It's not Absolute Ben 10. It's just
Ben 10.
Like Ben 10, right? So now everyone was typing in Absolute Ben 10 and they were finding his comic. So he was kind of genius for that, actually. I don't know if he planned to do that, but that was a great titling thing.
Archer Cooking Man. In Heroes United, would you want to see the return of Alpha, the villain? They teased that.
Sure.
It's never happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Now, we've gotten this question before.
Ooh.
Obviously, we're talking Alien Force, Ultimate Alien, Omniverse, Yuri Lowenthal's Ben 10, or Tara from Classic, who did return and voiced a couple. Because she voiced Ben 23. Mm-hmm. She's voiced a couple other Bens.
And she's back for the reboot as well, which is cool.
That's a whole separate discussion, too, because I have questions about that. Personally, I'm of one mind where I am kind of split to where on one hand I'm like, yeah, Classic to me still the best iteration of Ben 10 I've seen, and like Tara, but the other half's like, well, Yuri Lowenthal voiced the character so much and we got so much really cool shit with Yuri voicing Ben. It's kind of hard. I mean, I would say Tara slightly,
okay,
but Yuri, I mean, you got to give him the respect and credit because he voiced him so much.
Yeah, Yuri's my guy for sure. Like Yuri, when I hear his voice in my head pretty constantly, and that's also just helped by like other stuff he's done too. Like when I was playing Spider-Man, I was like, well, that's Ben. That's just Ben 10. It's just Ben, yeah. Him and Ashley Johnson and Greg Sipes, despite the controversies, like those three voice actors will always hold a very special place in my heart. And Yuri just played like, obviously, Tara does a great job as Classic Ben, but Yuri did it more. Like, Yuri did 3 whole series and like 6 video games, and like he's always coming back to do different projects for Ben 10. He just, actually, I won't say that just because just in case of spoilers, but he just did another project recently. So, good on him. Love Yuri.
Chainsaw reviews Ben 10 old comics because there are old comics.
There are, yeah.
Ben, maybe.
There's one where Ben meets a mermaid.
Little Mermaid? Ariel?
That'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy crossover.
Speaking of Ben, I remember when in Spider-Man 2 gameplay you did Ben's actor ran over. Yeah, so when I was playing Spider-Man 2, it was me, like, so Peter's riding a bike, and then the actor who plays, of course, young Ben in the Race Against Time movie, he's Harry Osborn. There's a person gets run over on a bike, like the bike. I was laughing my ass off. Oh my gosh, Classic Kevin or UAF Kevin Omniverse. I mean, you got to give it to Ultimate Alien Force Kevin.
Yeah,
I think you got to give it to the older Kevin. I mean, it's a good setup in Classic.
Yeah,
but he grows and learns. He's taking over Rook's job at the end of Omniverse in the future.
Yeah.
He's becoming, because Rook is then now taking over Max, which is crazy that Max has lasted this long as a plumber.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude. Robotic arm and all. Whoa.
Yeah, definitely UAF Kevin. Like, but I see them all as one character. Like, it's one long journey. I think there's a reason why Kevin is my favorite Ben 10 character, because I feel like he's the character with the most growth, with the most personality, one that has gone through the most change.
The car bit.
Fantastic.
Every time. The car bit. I think at a certain point they should just do a thing where his car just blows up.
Yeah.
It just blows up.
I mean, you had the whole bit in like Omniverse where like they make the like unbeatable car and it's a perfect car, and then it gets blipped by magic.
Yeah, because he was like, "There's nothing can be done." So is this true that there's some early scripts of before the studio jumped in? I didn't
Ooh,
know that.
interesting.
Yeah, because that
Probably.
the gold poop.
Probably. I wonder if it was the because I know at one point in time it was supposed to be a very like Forever Knight centric season. It was supposed to be like I don't know if that made it like this far into the script work, but it was supposed to be the dragon that they introduced in season 1. Yeah.
Well,
Xylene never coming back is the craziest thing. Like you said in those like classic being like, I can't wait to see her again. And I was like, oh buddy, I don't know.
I'm wishful thinking.
Good luck with that one, bud.
Thinking. This is a good question, Aaron. The worst part. Honestly, it's hard to say what is the worst part of this character. I think, to me, what really frustrates me is that they just continue to have this fucking weasel show up every single chance they can get just to be annoying. Like, he is just such a frustrating character, and every time you think he's about to do something right, do the right thing, he doesn't. Then, of course, he becomes a hero because he instinctively, because as he is, he freaking just shoots his quills because he got scared and panicked, and they think, oh, he's actually a hero. No, he's not a hero.
I think the point I don't like is the Alien Force season 3 stuff when he's helping, like he convinces Kevin to commit war crimes by like repainting the guns of different colors. That was like, I was like, God, why are we doing this? Stop doing this. This is so
yeah, I hated it.
But I kind of enjoy Archer. I kind of enjoy his annoying ass. I don't know. I think he's fun, but too much in Omniverse. They used him too much in Omniverse. He was he was appearing way more than Gwen and Kevin, and that's crazy.
Yeah. Glup shitto. Silene is everyone's favorite. That's good. That's a good pull. Oh my god, that's funny. Did you ever hear about this thing called the DNA lab or something? Ben 10.
Yeah, wasn't that the where you get to like mix and match different different aliens and stuff? Is that what that is?
I guess so, because people have brought it up, and yeah, I don't know, because apparently, yeah, it's a thing where it's a fusion thing.
Okay.
I guess.
I will say I had, unless this is like literally what they're talking about, but there was a very popular Ben 10 toy line when I was younger where they would sell these various aliens, and it came with like a big machine, and basically you could take the different aliens' head, the arms, the legs, the body off, and then when you put them in the machine, they would merge together. You could like make your own Ben 10 alien with it. This was like an actual toy. So you could have like Humongosaur's head with Jet Ray's left arm, with Echo's left arm, with a Swamp Fire's leg, with Big Chill's other leg, and it would make, and of course they wanted you to buy more aliens so you can have more you can use and play with and stuff like that. Fusion chamber, that's it.
Fusion chamber. Okay.
Yeah. So that was fun. They did a lot with fusion stuff back in the day too. Like they did a lot of that stuff. They did another toy line where, I don't know if you've ever seen these. They did this Ben 10, I think it was called Hybrid line, where literally what they would do, I think it was Hybrid or something like that, Hybrid or something, where they literally would just take the Ben 10 aliens and color them differently and be like, oh, it's like Humongosaur, but he's purple. And it's like, they would make him look different. And as a kid, I was like, oh, this is clearly like a plot line in the show. So, no, it was just to sell toys.
My word. I think I found...
Haywire line. That's it. Thank you.
I'm not sure. I'm going to pull this up. We'll see what happens. I just found like a remake thing someone did. So you put in the codes.
Oh.
And it gives you...
I've not seen this.
Let's see if I do... let's do all caps. Or maybe caps won't work. RAM. Okay, so Wildvine, and let's put in RSAM for Ghost Freak.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Oh my god. Okay. Who do you want? What two do you want?
Let's
There's
do
Vilgax? Oh my god. There's a Gwen. Oh no.
let's do Gwen and Vilgax.
Oh no. Okay. All right, Gwen. Mira. Oh wait, you did it for both. Wait, why is there two Gwens? Oh. That's weird, but I didn't want to. Let's see.
I don't like the logic that Gwen is in the Omnitrix somehow.
Yeah, why is it two? I'm trying to do one.
Oh, maybe you can't merge Gwen because she's not an alien? Is that why?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe because they're not alien. Maybe we can't merge them. I guess.
Would be okay. Let's see. Okay, let's do Cannonbolt. Okay, you can't fuse Gwen. Okay. Okay. So a Cannonbolt and who else?
Let's do Accelerate.
Oh no. WJAS. Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Tiny little head on just a giant body.
I know. Giant shoulders.
You think he could still roll?
I don't know. I mean, I mean, how fast can he really be though? That's funny. Let's see. Let's do. Okay, let's do Wild Mutt. And oh god, let's do Stinkfly.
Yeah, I like this.
Oh no. I mean,
and that's just Stinkfly on four legs. I feel like.
Yeah, pretty much. If they didn't do anything different. Let's
do. Can we do Upchuck and forearms?
Okay. Upchuck. Let's see. Where's Upchuck? Oh, Perk Upchuck. Okay, BA. Did you said forearms? Oh no. Nori. It's such a weird freaking thing here. Okay.
Oh my
wow.
God.
That is weird.
Terrifying. He can shovel 4 times the stuff in his mouth.
Just do Wild Mutton Cannonbolt? Okay. Let's see.
Oh
Cannonbolt,
god.
Swore. Okay. And then Wild Mutt. Okay. Holy crap, that's nasty.
That just looks like a real alien. I can just see them introducing that guy.
Like different color schemes or whatever?
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh no, someone just said Gray Matter Wild Mutt. Oh no.
Oh, people love Wild Mutt.
Yeah, well, I think it probably makes the most bizarre ones.
Yeah.
Gray Matter. Wild Mutt. Okay.
Oh god. That's just Wild Mutt with big eyes.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
really
much.
what it is.
That's funny. Can we swap place with it? Okay, so can you swap place with the fusion so would it actually look different? Okay, so let's do yeah, that's such a good idea because what if it looks different?
What if it's
if you swap them?
One's the prime DNA and the other's like the recessive or whatever.
Yeah. Let's see if it does. No.
No. Okay.
But that was a good idea because maybe it did.
Let's do an upgrade one. I feel like we haven't done upgrade in anything yet.
Okay, let's do
upgrade with
is that Foon? Yeah. Okay.
Upgrade with Blitzwolfer.
Ooh.
Or I guess it's not Blitzwolfer. You know, well, Ben Wolf here, right? Ben Wolf.
Yeah, Ben Wolf. Pete. Okay. I mean.
Okay.
It looks like Ben Wolf as upgrade.
Yeah. I guess I guess upgrade would kind of work with anyone. He, you could just imagine him morphing over anybody.
It's like Heat Blast and Ghost Freak.
Mm. Sure.
Ghost Freak. Where's he? Okay. See, Kin M. Okay. Such weird like codes. I just don't understand it. But let's see.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hell yeah.
I would love that. I like that it's purple.
Purple's
right?
sick. Purple's sick.
I was expecting just a red flame. Yeah, okay. Purple.
Okay. All right.
Pokey.
I feel like there aren't enough purple aliens.
There isn't really, no. Because you had Gwen become Lucky Girl, and she had purple. That's pretty much it. They didn't do anything else. Let's do Frankenstrike. We haven't done him yet.
Oh. Frankenstrike and Gray Matter.
Okay. PKN. Oh, PKMN. There we go. Wait, you say Gray Matter? Oh, Jesus. All right. Let's try. Oh, no. Dude. Oh, my God.
I think Gray Matter's just hilarious with any combination. He might be the best one.
Okay, let's see. Let's I want to do Ghost Freak with him to see what happens. Oh God,
that's good.
This is funny. It's just a little Ghost Freak.
It's tiny.
It's a tiny Ghost Freak. That's funny. Let's see. I want to try. We'll do, and then we'll do Upchuck.
Oh.
I want to see what this looks like.
That's actually incredible.
I love that. Dude, he's so ready. He's so ready to eat. Oh my God, that's funny. Heat Blast and Accelerate, Ryan. Good choice. Let's see.
Oh, that'd be dangerous.
It would be. He would be
OP as hell. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Heat Blast.
I think if I had the Biotrix, I would just do Accelerate with any other combination always. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, it would have been interesting if they had a different color, but I like it. Okay. Because it's literally just Accelerate with molten lava.
Yeah.
Nothing really. Heat Blast and Rip Jaws.
Yeah. Actually, they did that in Classic, right? They had the Heat. It was like Heat Jaws or whatever when he broke the Omnitrix.
Oh yeah, he did.
They did that. They did that a couple of different ways.
Wait, where's Rip Jaws? I'm looking for it. Is it on here?
Yes.
He's not.
Oh, is he not?
I don't see it. No. Snarrow, Wild Mutt, Heat Blast, Stinkfly, Upgrade, Perk Up Chuck. No. Huh.
Okay.
That's weird.
They hated him as much as the show did.
Apparently. We'll do these two iconic.
Okay.
That's cool. So I shoot Diamond shooting fire. Or like do Snarrow and Wild Mutt. Oh. We haven't done the Mummy yet.
Yeah, let's get him in here.
ANSN and Wild. Yeah, because obviously Wild Mutt's the easy one to do because it's the most unique one.
Mm-hmm. Oh my!
Oh my God!
Okay, all right.
It kept the same color schemes as Snarrow, but then just made them all animal-y. Cannonbolt and Stinkfly. Oh God.
Oh, that's gonna be nightmare fuel.
Yeah. That's gonna be. Oh my God, dude. That's weird.
Take it out of its misery immediately.
Yeah, literally take it out of its misery. Wow.
What about Snarrow and Benwolf? Like the two monster aliens.
Oh, okay. Benwolf, let's see. Or Blitzwolfer.
Blitzwolfer, yeah.
There we go.
Okay, let's see. Okay. All right.
It's like a, obviously it's werewolf and a mummy had a baby, and it just kept the best parts. Basically, it's all that was. Wild Mutton Ben Wolf. Did we do that already?
I don't
know.
think the two dog aliens were just mixed breeding at this point.
Pretty much. Let's see.
Oh my god.
The mouth, dude.
That just looks like a better version of like Ultimate Wild Mutt.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's bizarre. Someone said Heat Blast and upgrade.
Oh.
Let's see.
I feel like that just might be Heat Blast with upgrade paint, maybe. We'll see.
That's true. I mean, because based on what we've seen before,
it
looked like it was going to be.
Upgrade seems like, yeah. Although, Green Flame is sick. I like that.
Yeah, I like the color change. It keeps the green, but yeah.
Okay.
Vilgax and Heat Blast. See, Vilgax won't fuse, though, unfortunately.
Ooh, Upchuck and Frankenstrike.
Oh. Dude, that's going to be a nightmare for you.
I think Upchuck might be the funniest one out of all these. Like, he just, anything he's comboed with is hilarious.
Oh, I did the wrong one. Oops. I mean, that's cool, though.
That is cool.
I did the wrong one.
Actually, that kind of just looks like the, like, reboot upgrade. Because, like, the reboot upgrade is, like, super buff and big. Based on the variant covers, at least. We haven't seen them yet, but...
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Those variant covers, it's kind of hard to know what the actual look of the alien is. Oh, my God. Look at that out of his mouth, dude.
That looks awesome. Yeah, I think Upgrade's the best one here.
Upchuck and Ghost Freak.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm gonna need therapy after this.
I mean, probably.
Oh no.
It's like it kept his eyes.
That's crazy.
Wow. Okay. It's funny how Gwen and Vilgax are here, but like...
Yeah, you can't do anything with them, yeah. Maybe it's for the best, though. I don't want to see Gwen mixed with, like, Upchuck or something.
Yeah, last one we'll do. We'll do Ghost Freak and Upgrade. Just to see what that looks like.
Okay. Oh.
That's
okay.
Definitely different.
Okay, I like it.
All right.
All right.
There you go. We that was interesting. Because like I typed in DNA Labs and what was popping up at first was like, oh, go to Ben 10 Wiki, and like, and I'm like, well, and then I saw it said remake. I'm like, what remake? And I click it, like, oh,
that's cool.
Okay, yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome.
I wasn't really around for the classic era as it was coming out. It came out in 2005. I was born in 2002, so like I was wasn't watching it yet. So it's always cool to look back at. They were doing a lot of like fun like computer games and contests and stuff for the classic show. So it's always cool seeing that stuff.
Of course, you had like toys and stuff coming out at the time.
Sure, yeah.
Just came across this image here of Ben 10 Classic Heat Blast.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I think I only had one classic toy, which was Cannon Bolt. But let me.
Pretty crazy.
I'm actually going to show you these really quickly.
What
okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So I was just mentioning this a little bit ago.
The art for that fusion is made by the lead artist of the original series. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Give me the Omnitrix. Yeah, I would have been cool if we could have seen Gwen fuse with some aliens.
Okay, I shared my screen here.
Okay.
So these were those hybrids I was telling you about.
Oh.
Where they would literally just take the aliens and just paint them different colors.
So they would just paint them and then just resell them. A green heat blast would have been interesting. Whoa.
But again, like this was like properly this was the like actual toy line. This wasn't fans. This was like they would just sell these.
Whoa.
And again, like I like would see this as a kid, and like I thought it was from some
Oh, that's
storyline.
cool. I like that
Yeah.
color. What? Come on.
Diamond Head,
Wow.
Diamond Head, and like Swapfire colors.
Yeah. It was just a way to sell more toys.
That's it. Yeah, because I would like, okay, I have to get to this plot line because this is so cool, and it obviously never happened. It was never a real thing, but
Yeah, Ben Tennyson says avoid spoilers. I don't think he's going to show me spoilers. I think he's fine.
I think you're.
Yeah, I've seen
this line. You're good.
that that green. Oh my! Oh, I would. That's a cool color.
That is a cool color.
Yeah,
I
that's
like that a lot.
for Ripjaws. Man, come on. And the thing is too, like, there's no like the only thing canonized you could say, oh, holy shit, that is nightmare fuel for like that second image. Oh my god, holy crap, Ben. Oh,
My goodness.
oh my god. Well, because I'm thinking like the only canonical thing you could say about those, if you wanted to make them canon, is this is like this is multiversal versions, because
Sure.
when Ben 23 becomes aliens, it's a different color scheme. So, you know, he just becomes like they just change the colors. I think.
Sure. Before I forget to ask you about it,
Sure.
one of the big things going into your final 2 seasons, I was excited to ask you about. Actually, I guess there's 2 things I would like to ask you about, but the one was we got Universe versus Tennyson, which was one of the more anticipated, I think, episodes for you to watch, which is where Ben is on trial for his crimes for recreating the universe, which obviously ends the episode by Ben convincing him to just finally let him just use Alien X. And from that point forward, we obviously see him have access to it going forward for, you know, in the next season. How did you feel about that, Ben finally being able to actually just use Alien X really whenever he wants if he needs it?
It was good because obviously Ben smartly, which as we know, Ben does not make a lot of smart decisions. He never does. But he's like, I'm not going to use Alien X. Not going to do it, because he was always worried that he was going to get stuck again to where he could just never do anything ever again. Like, he can't make, you know, the two, I forget what their names are, but like he couldn't get them to agree.
Yeah.
It was so difficult. But I like the trial of it all, because even though it's to me, it happened way too late. Ben changed the universe, or rebuilt the universe within season 1 of Omniverse. And then they waited until literally season 7 for him to have a trial about it. But then I also like the pushback. Well, hold on a second, because your whole race manipulates shit all the time. So why are you putting me on trial because I'm not actually one of you? Like, if I wouldn't have done this, none of you would be existing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wish, like, my only critique about Ben recreating everything from scratch, and how Mr. Smoothie was a little bit different, Gwen and Kevin, and they look a little bit different. I wish that there was actually more ramifications of the changes that Ben had to make, because I think it would have actually made it more interesting if there would have been more like things that he actually would have changed that he didn't realize had big ramifications in the timeline.
Yeah.
So, Bellicus and Serenity. Yeah, okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Has Darren ever told about Asian play? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I do not.
Oh.
But I agree with you. I do wish there was some more. Like, I kind of don't love how happy Ben is when he recreates the universe. Like, I sometimes wish they let it sit a little bit. That, like, hey, everyone you love and that you have ever loved is dead now, and you had to recreate them from scratch. You know what I mean? Like, I wish maybe they left a little bit of weight on that. But no, I think it's cool kind of leaving the show knowing that Ben does have Alien X that he can use at any point in time. And I think it makes power scaling a lot more interesting in the Ben 10 world. Because really now because this happens a lot in like the Ben 10 community, where it's like, who would win, Ben or, Goku? And so like everyone is like, yeah, but he has Alien X now. and like another big thing that you learn in the final episode that I've almost spoiled to you many times, and I've had to keep it back, is that Ben thinks that the Omnitrix has a failsafe in it, where if anything was going to hurt him or happen to him, it will turn him into exactly what he needs to stop that from happening, which is another big part of like, you know, power scaling and and like battle fights with other people, where it's like, well, you know, Goku can't just go up and like punch Ben's head off because it would stop him from that happening and stuff like that. So I think maybe we talked about the like potential of that in past seasons, but like, how do you feel that there's potentially a safe, like a fail safe for Ben?
Well, I think it's really down to, um, I'm forgetting his name, Azimuth. Sorry, I was thinking Albedo. Like, it's not Albedo. He wouldn't have done that. Azimuth creating that failsafe because he doesn't want the watch to get destroyed. He doesn't want it, like, because imagine if it was destroyed, like actually destroyed, and there was no failsafe to protect it. Because I really don't think it was protecting Ben. I think it's protecting itself. Since it's attached to Ben, it's going to have the failsafe activate.
That's interesting.
To protect itself.
Sure.
So I understand the show's point of view of like, hey, well, it's Ben. We don't want to make it like to seem like Ben doesn't actually matter. Because I think regardless of who was wearing the Omnitrix, like in the What If episode of Gwen getting the Omnitrix, she has the same failsafe.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
When Max gets it, same thing. It doesn't matter. There's a failsafe built in to protect itself. And it's going to protect the user, because if the user dies, the watch is basically useless. That's actually something I never really thought of till just a second. If you die and have the Omnitrix, does it just detach itself and go find someone else, or does it detach and someone picks it up and they can put it on? Or does it prevent someone from putting it on? Because the only reason why the watch attached itself to Ben is because it had DNA close matchness to Max.
Yeah.
So that means is if Vilgax hypothetically killed Ben and the watch detaches itself from Ben because it no longer has that connection to the DNA, Vilgax then he just can't pick it up and put it on. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but maybe it is.
It's tough to say, because I think like the whole taking it off thing was so important in Classic, and as you go, they get way more like, don't think about it too much. Like you know, obviously Ben takes it off in Omniverse to give to the other Ben, but you could be like, oh, it's fine there because they have the same DNA structure or something like that.
Yep.
Then like the Ultimatrix doesn't even count, because like he would take that thing off all the time. There's that plant episode where like the plants hijack his mind and take his Omnitrix, and I'm like, that caused so many issues in my brain, because it's like that shouldn't work. But I guess it's the Ultimatrix, so I guess it's like it's known for being like a lesser version of it or whatever. But I don't know, it's definitely interesting, and I think I'd be interested in like, could someone take up the mantle of Ben 10 someday? Like, could he take it off and let someone else wield it or whatever?
I would say it has to be probably something connected to the DNA. Unless Azimuth changes the DNA sequence that it's going to attach itself to.
Sure.
Because, I mean, even Azimuth said, I was going to take the Omnitrix from you, Ben. Like in that iconic scene where they have this really deep conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to take it from you because you were not ready. You were a child. You didn't know what you were doing. But then he saw the potential over time. And then Max stopped Azimuth from doing it. Like, I talked to your grandfather. So unless Azimuth changed the DNA, the only way someone could take it up is if Ken took it up. Took the mantle from Ben 10,000 and took that Omnitrix versus his own. Which is funny, he's grounded from his own Omnitrix. Like, Azimuth made an Omnitrix for Ken, and now he's grounded from using it.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I like this comment. Why have Alien X when you can just use Wrath that could tell you something?
I will say I am glad. I do think it's good that they wait until the very end of the franchise to kind of let Ben have full access to Alien X, because then, and this still happens in that final season, my brain goes, Ben, you're facing this time war, just turn Alien X and stop it all. Like, from a writing perspective, it is hard to write Alien X, and there's always going to be a like, Ben, a buddy or pal, use it and stop this thing. So shout out to, you know, all the fan writers, like, you know, like Kura the artist, stuff like that, who do like continuations to Omniverse, and shout out to them having to write that into their story and write the potential of how do you manage Alien X when you have he can do anything for you kind of thing. I think is interesting.
That because that's always something I've thought about too. At certain points, they have to be very creative of Ben not just turning into Alien X
Yeah.
or just getting access back to it again, like until he actually did. But then, like, yeah, you're right. Okay, how do you make it to where Ben just doesn't magically do that? But then again, the Omnitrix doesn't always give Ben what he wants. So to have like this, like to have it, if Ben had full access to just know how to control it, which it's at this point he had master control. Then Azimuth went, nope, done. We're not doing that again. So like, you're not ready for that. Like you're not. But then again, you're still letting him use it. But anyways, so you're writing yourself into a corner because you have that failsafe. You have the thing that will just fix it.
Yeah.
But if you rely on that crutch, it's just like us, and we're not going to get on a tangent because it'll take us off on a side thing. The Flash, that show, I had to bring it up. The Flash had to figure out sometimes stupid ways for Barry not to just run around and stop everything within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So they had to find out, how do we stretch this out to 40 minutes an episode?
Yeah.
How do we do it? So it's same thing for Ben. Ben has this all-powerful watch where he has access to way more aliens than he actually does. And we have to make it to where he can't just win everything.
Yeah. And I think you can even go back to like the ending of Ultimate Alien when like he has the sword and he's like, I could stop evil forever. Like I can just erase it from the planet.
Yes.
And it'd be like, no, Ben, that like gets rid of free will. Like that gets rid of the chance for people to make that decision for themselves. And so maybe that's their way of justifying it, of just like, don't use it unless absolutely necessary, because every time you do, you are kind of taking away people's free will to make their own decisions on things and stuff like that. So I kind of like that in my head of like justifying him being in there.
Pokeplay, you are correct. It is on Master Troll mode because every single time he wants an alien. Now I did notice this about Reboot. It got to a point, it was until the Queen Bee episode where Ben wants to turn into, I think, Accelerate. He turns into gray matter. He's like, because he wants to use Accelerate to then find the clues to find out where these henchmen that were attacking the bank, like where'd they go? Like he needs to track their location. He was going to use Accelerate, but he hits it and he gets gray matter. Up until that point, every single time Ben was asking for an alien from the episodes I watched, he got it every time. And I started to think, is this Ben just lucky, or is he got it to where he is using the Omnitrix to the point where he just knows what aliens he's going to get no matter what?
I'd imagine, I don't know about in universe, because it could be that out of like I think out of universe it's probably like, hey, we got 11 minutes to tell these stories. We don't have any like filler time to fill in by getting the wrong alien and stuff like that. Just kind of straight and to the point with their storylines. But yeah, that's interesting. I know, like, I still personally enjoy the like mistransformation thing. I still find it amusing.
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of people who don't.
He's got to be smart.
Yeah.
About what he does. Yeah.
I know some people think they should have got rid of that by Omniverse because this is like the perfect Omnitrix, right? This is like, it shouldn't have the flaw or whatever, but
it's a very nice watch. Yeah.
It's very nice. Yeah. I get being frustrated by it, but I still have fun with that gimmick.
Yeah. I personally think my favorite Omnitrix design is still a classic. Like I like the change up in the smaller kind of esque in Alien Force. Ultimate Alien, I wasn't a fan of like the wrist band fucking thing. It's just a long gauntlet looking thing.
I hate the gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Omniverse is great too. I like the sleeker kind of more, design. But I still think classic is my favorite.
I'm very nostalgic towards the Alien Force design. That's my first one. That's what I had the toys of. That's the one that's in my brain forever. But I really like how slick the like Omniverse one is. And shout out, I know a lot of people don't like it. Shout out to the new comic look. Like, I love how alien it looks. I like how it looks like an alien species made it. I like how it's almost like a symbiote, how it like screams around and it like, I don't know, like it's kind of Venom-esque, and I kind of really enjoy that. I think that's fun.
Because I think it's this image, right? Let me pull this up. Oh, not us, Jesus! This should just pull up us. I believe
Inception.
It's this.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, because I remember when it first appeared on this image here, and people were like, "Was that the design?" I mean, and I also like how the green was coming out of it there on the thing. But I mean, and the way it actually popped up on him, right? It slithered up to him and shit. Like it wasn't like in a pod, right? Like a watch holder, like a watch box. Like, here's the watch. It's just like it's like snaking up to his arm and then going around him. So yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm also curious, and it's why I desperately need part 2 or like issue 2, because we have not seen Ben dial yet. Ben has yet to dial an alien, and I'm not sure if that's just because it's in the comics and they haven't shown it yet. But he hasn't, like, there hasn't been a hologram or there hasn't been like a logo on the wrist. He has just hit the watch and he turned into an alien. So I'm wondering, does he not get options now? Wouldn't that be crazy if they cut that out completely? It's not mistransformations. He just doesn't get a choice, which would be insane.
That would be crazy. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, he doesn't. Cause it didn't happen at all. You said.
I don't think so. I don't think we saw a symbol. But again, I know comics are different like that, where like sometimes they don't show everything at the right time. So maybe, again, I need the second issue. I need them to explain a couple more things for me. But I kind of hope that's not the case, because I do like having the choice. I think that's interesting. Unless he's in like, I don't know, like practice mode or something, and like it comes like, I don't know, like maybe options come later or something. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, okay, let's see if I can pull up the screen here. No, not that. So we have the comic. Let's see. I'm going to skip through here. I know people may not have read it. Okay, so it's snaking on him there. Let's see, in the military... I'm curious about what the hell the bear is all about. Yeah, there's no dialing. He just hits the watch.
Hits it. Yep,
hits the watch.
Which, like, sometimes the show does that too, but I think that's more like inside the show. It's more like they forgot to animate it than it was like on purpose. So.
Oh yeah, so it's glowing.
Okay.
But he doesn't. But we don't see anything. There's nothing there. He just hits it again. Yeah. And then I fucking love that.
He looks great.
That's so fantastic. Good. Yeah. And I think that's it. Like, there's nothing else. He doesn't turn to an alien again.
Not yet. No.
I mean, I wonder if it's gonna be like a second. In the second issue, where he actually sits down with Max and Gwen and starts like messing, because I think that's what happened in the show. I think.
Yeah.
Or something, like he's like looking at the watch.
He's like messing with it, yeah.
Yeah.
It gets wild, mutt. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. Let's see. Can I pull up my drive here on my computer? Because I think I have the first episode still. Because when I reacted to, obviously we won't play a lot of it, but I want to at least like skim through it to see if it did. Because so when I did watch the first episode with my wife, she let's see, is this it?
I see a lot of people talking about the bear. My current theory with the bear is,
you think it's Animo?
It could be. I think they're doing a take on Rojo. So if you remember the first Rojo episode, you had like one of his drones like merge with her, and she became this like cybernetic like woman. And like I'm wondering if it's almost a take on that, where it's like one of his drones or like one of his like robots merges with like the wildlife in the forest. Because Animo's never been like a tech guy, right? He doesn't make like I mean, I guess he has sometimes, but typically it's more about like mutations and stuff like that. Um, it could be Animo, it could be like a different take on Animo, maybe, but I don't know. To me, it feels more like his drones doing stuff than Animo. I could be wrong though.
Thanks for the super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. The first one of the stream, appreciate it. What's your opinion on Ben's personality change from Alien Force Season 2 and beyond? I mean, he becomes an asshole because he just he's the savior of the universe, man, and he lets it get to his head. He's a teenager, right? He's the thing is, he's a teenager who is going through hormonal changes. He's becoming a different person. He's growing up, and then he becomes the hero of the universe, and everyone loves and appreciates and adores him. It gets to his head. He gets a giant ego. He becomes like so. Even though I don't agree with it, I understand because it makes the most sense.
Yeah, so. I think there is a limit though. Like each time it happens, I would have been happy if like because like they keep justifying his change, right? Like I love the end of season 3 where it's like I've sucked. I've been a terrible person, but I'm just feeling the weight of it. And so they justify it. And then they do it again in the Ultimate Alien where it's like, Grandpa, I've been a much of a jerk this year than I ever have. It's like, yeah, I don't disagree. But again, they don't fix the problem. He says it,
continues.
But he keeps on doing it. And so I think that's my issue is that they know what they're doing, but they never fix it because I think they like that version of Ben. So I'm not a huge fan, but it's still fun sometimes.
It happened. I do have it muted, so it pops open as soon as he gets the watch, and it shows heat blast, and he's like cool. Then he hits it, and then boom. So it wasn't like a thing where it popped up. It just showed him an alien, and he's like, all right, and then that's it. And then he becomes heat blast.
If we do show them, I'm curious, like, will it be the symbols like here? Are we going to go back to holograms? Are we going to do the little dial thing they do in Omniverse? That'll be interesting.
Yeah, because I miss his art style. I really miss the look of this show. But yeah, I mean, he was looking at the watch there, and it's not doing anything. So it's not showing him anything. Yeah, because over time they start to develop the idea of like, okay, like you said, holograms or like in Omniverse where it's just like little heads. And so I don't know. I'm curious what the comic if the comic does anything, or if it's just like that second transformation turns into heat blast. It's the glow, and we don't know what he's gonna get until he hits it.
That would be a very interesting twist on the formula. Like, especially if it is more like symbiotic, like a venomous, like maybe it's what the Omnitrix thinks it's best for each situation, more than what Ben thinks is best, which would be
drunk.
Even in like, there's that like Alien Force. I think it's like the season 2 finale of Alien Force, where like when he has the like master control, he can just say the alien's name and it transforms into him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not doing. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the silhouette of heat blast again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy. Let's see. He said, "Ben, there's a check Discord." Well, I will try. Let me see. Anything? Oh, here we go. Let's see. A short story written by from the server would be cool if you reacted to it. A Ben 10 short story. Okay, what is this? Oh no. Oh no.
You always have more content to watch. Never ending.
I don't. Is this what you're talking about, Ben 10? There's this short story. Is that what you're talking about? He does flick through the dial and goes to Wild Mutt. Okay. So. How do I get out of this? I just clicked on something and that won't let me back out. Let's see. Argent compilation. Yeah. So the people were talking about this Argent compilation they're putting together. All the times I reacted to Argent, which is funny.
I told them to tag me in it because I must watch it once it's done.
Oh, okay. Okay, he said yes. Okay. Okay. There's there's a short story. Okay. No, we're not going to invite guests. Let's do this. Okay. I will read it to you, fine folks.
Oh no.
Here's a little fun story for Chainsaw Reacts. Oh no. Okay. Today, just like any other in Bellwood.
Okay.
We have the smoothie machine. Let's get out of here. Okay, they're stealing the smoothie machine. Bunch of assholes. Okay.
How dare they?
I remember this. I remember this vividly.
I love this episode.
Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, we're gonna be seeing our sacred mission. Ah,
No.
God damn it. No. No. Rejoice for this fine time for our proper mission worthy of the Forever Knights. Oh, God. Huzzah. As you may know, our royal leader is unique and irreplaceable. But if there's someone dares to defy that fact, okay, who? He even sold my DNA for the purpose. Can you guys believe it? Anyway, your job is to get rid of that pathetic copycat, okay? Best team to make sure the message arrives to everyone that evening. Oh no, Pierce, you have to. Oh no! Oh no! We know what's gonna happen to him. He dies. Forever King Argent, prepare to face the appropriate punishment. Hey, let me. Oh no! Yeah,
So,
God.
so Argent kills Pierce.
Yeah, later
Crazy
the same
twist.
night. And this is what his plumber badge managed to record. Argent has had its way far too long. I'll handle this. Okay. Unspecified time. Kevin, did you want to see me? I do. Oh, shit. Is the name Pierce ring a bell? I can explain, man. Get you out of this one, Argent. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh my God.
I love it. Fucking killing him. Oh. Okay. Jesus
Blew him
Christ.
up.
My God. The next day. I don't know if you have a savage you, but Argent will no longer be a problem for anyone else.
Oh my God.
It's something, I suppose. Thank you. Exploded. Dude, that was fucking great.
I love how he just escalated, being like, no, I need my full power for this shit.
He would fucking like was that that was the Agragor one, right?
That was the ultimate Kevin, yeah.
Ultimate Kevin, yeah, exactly. That was great. I was kind of hoping that I would pop up or something, like a little like a face or something of me, like, yeah, he's fucking
You
dead.
killed him.
Keep killing him. Keep killing that shit. Oh my God, that was funny. Yeah, that was very funny. It was very funny. Zombozo looks terrifying in the comic. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. Zombozo comic. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they released, what is it, Zombozo, and then we're also getting the Circus Freaks as well.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that image or not.
I did not.
Apparently, what is it? I think they said episode 4, 5, and 6 are going to be the like Zombozo, like it's gonna be like a Zombozo arc.
Dude, I love how creepy he looks. Like, it's crazy.
I could see this being my favorite version of Zombozo.
That fish, like, oh my God.
Because I think that's like that first appearance is my favorite Zombozo that we ever had. Because
his first official look. Like,
his first one, like, because in classic, he's more Pennywise, right? I think he's very inspired by like a Pennywise. He takes on people's fears, And then by UAF, they kind of just make him Joker, like a lesser cool Joker, in my opinion. Which
Yeah.
I like Joker too, but I loved what they were doing in that original classic. And so I'm like, this looks like they're definitely going back. Like, he looks like an actual vampire, like an actual,
Like
which
a
is kind of what he
monster.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they could do some cool stuff. Some really
Sorry,
cool
Ben 10
stuff.
theorist. It's not. I mean, I guess it's a spoiler if you didn't want to see it, but like it's been out there for a couple weeks
Yeah,
that we're
this
getting
isn't
him.
necessarily spoilers. It's like they have put this out there.
Yeah,
So
it's official. Like I get
it's
it. Like
marketing.
even if it's official, like marketing, people don't want to see it. But it just honestly it got me more excited because I was honestly wondering because with the comic and even the reboot, what it's like the stuff that obviously it's one-off stories. It's telling different stories. I was honestly thinking, what if the Ben 10 comic goes in a route of where it's not, um, like it's gonna be a different storyline. Like we're not actually gonna be keeping up with, like we're not gonna be redoing or retelling, like chronologically what occurs after he gets the Omnitrix. Like what if they go into a really different like path to where we never see Zombozo, right? Like we run into say like another villain instead of Zombozo, and Zombozo like sometime later on, right? Because Ghost Freak was introduced shortly before Zombozo, but we saw his full potential when he scared Zombozo to death or whatever. But what if they just didn't follow that path? So
Yeah.
yeah, Zombozo could have been a great Ben 10 villain. Yes, I agree. I think they probably just set him up as like this entity thing. They probably didn't know really what to do with him. Because I mean, because the only thinking I bet they had, because I'm trying to think, did Animo appear besides his second episode in season 1?
Of what classic? Season 1 classic?
Yeah.
Not in season 1, no.
Okay.
I think he does like one episode a season in classic. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, see if you can get a chronological order of his appearances in the shows. Let's see. So Dr. Animo appeared. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he appears in season 1, episode 2, Washington D.C. In season 2, Dr. Animo and the Mutant Ray, which was a great episode because that's where Max becomes that slug thing. He doesn't appear until season 4. He doesn't appear at all in season 3.
Okay.
But he's in Divided We Stand, Goodbye and Good Riddance. He's a non-canon cameo. I guess he's a cameo then, I guess. And then, of course, Negative 10, Part 1 and Part 2. He doesn't appear until season 2 of Alien Force with Voided.
Yes.
And then Ultimate Alien, he doesn't come back until season 1, Escape from Agrigor. And then, of course, season 3 with 2 episodes, and then Omniverse, da-da-da-da. So, there you go. Then, of course, you have video games and all that shit. His last appearance... Or maybe this is not accurate, because it says his last appearance is Animo Crackers in season 5. No, he was in episodes past that. So that's not accurate.
Maybe like present day appearances, because what he does the future stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At the end, so maybe that's what they mean. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just crazy too, because I've mentioned this before, and it's just kind of wild to think like the second ever episode of anything Ben 10, you get a human villain. Like it's kind of wild because you have Vilgax, who is this monster of a thing. And he's like following and tracking the Omnitrix. We didn't know how many layers of that. And I wonder how much they had planned out who was delivering the Omnitrix and whatever stuff. But then you have Dr. Animo, like a complete left turn. And then obviously they just keep getting more crazier with his schemes. But he's a human, first and foremost. So it's kind of crazy.
Well, looking back at his first appearance, it's kind of funny. Like, he's not trying to take over the world. He's trying to like win an award. Like he made this thing and he's like, I think this is pretty cool. I should be honored by it. And they're like, nah. And so he's just like, he's not trying to kill nobody. He's just trying to like get what he's due, which I think is kind of hilarious. And then obviously after that, they kind of like, they're like, nah, he's a full on supervillain now and he's trying to kill people and take over the whatever. But I think that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I would say that the Fortnite collab with Ben 10 was pretty cool. I honestly, have you played a lot with the Ben 10 stuff in Fortnite or no?
Yeah. I've I play not regularly, but semi frequently, and it was cool seeing like how big it did. It did well. It did like really really
Mm-hmm.
well, and it that felt like so many people who hadn't gotten into Ben 10 was like, oh wait, he's in Fortnite now. We have to get him, and it did well. And I honestly think another batch is coming, like with how well it did and how much they like promoted it. Um, but I think they did more than most. Like I love how like they have the multiple like they could have just put Ben and Gwen in there and that be it and not do anything
Uh-huh.
else and that
Yeah.
would have been fine. But like it was like no Ben and he has like two other skins and then Gwen and she has her Anodite form and then we have Wild Mutt shoes and like a Diamond Head axe. It's like they did a lot. They did a
Yeah.
lot. I loved it.
Do you think, with obviously the idea of like them doing another potential, like we're hoping another batch of Ben
Mm-hmm.
10, do you think it's going to be to where, obviously we hope Kevin, it makes sense for Kevin, but do you think they're going to do to where a Rook, I could see Rook, but I think Kevin's more popular, so I think Kevin is like has more of a chance than Rook.
Mm-hmm.
But with Kevin, I wonder if they're going to have also other aliens. And does that happen to where if you buy the aliens, do you have to go to the screen to just select them, or can you go to the Ben 10 skin and it's going to be like a option you can just switch? Because with this, obviously in game you can be the Ben 10 skin and then you can transform into Heat Blast and you can
Yeah.
transform into Alien X. For Gwen, I believe it's the same thing. I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't tried it,
Yeah.
but I wonder if like if you buy, let's say it's I know the Heat Blast, so Swamp Fire is kind of redundant, but what if it's Swamp Fire
Yeah.
and say Big Chill? Obviously Big
Yeah.
Chill, you could have the wings span out but you can't fly. But can you just go to Ben's skin and then just transform as like an alternate skin, or do you have to go to the screen and scroll up and hit the skin, or will it like, I wonder how that's going to work.
I don't know. I I would love if they like did enough where eventually you get like 10 different aliens you can just transform mid game or whatever. Like that'd be crazy.
The only one I don't
Um,
think they can't do Wild Mutt and they can't do Stinkfly. I
no,
don't think Ripjaws would be an option either.
but you know what would be fun? Have
Hmm.
Stinkfly as a glider instead.
That would be cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Um, I'm trying to think like, good
I
question.
think I definitely need Kevin. I definitely need Kevin in there. I need you to be able to do like a trio of people on your team that have the like. I want that. I think Albedo would be really easy. Just have it be like a different skin for Ben, and it's Albedo instead. I think would be great.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, and this is a fan thing that someone made.
mm,
Where it's like Ben, and then obviously they got this right, where they got the Heat Blast and Alien X, but they got Swamp Fire, but then he becomes Albedo as like a
yeah, that's
separate.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
you know how they have the like pet thing in like Fortnite now, where like you can have like a pet follow you around.
Yeah.
I think they should do ship. Have like ship like can like
Yes,
follow you
ship.
around like a dog. That'd be
I'm
awesome.
yeah. Another glider would be their Rust Bucket
That'd be cool.
plane, but I think you would do the Rust Bucket of like the actual, like Rust Bucket like camper, maybe. And I understand the thought process of having the different styles of the different versions, but you can't have young Ben. He's too short. Like all the characters
Unless
have
you
to
do
be a
it
certain
like
height.
Bart Simpson style, where he's
I
like
would
in
hate
a
that. I would hate that.
he's on like a hoverboard or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Fortnite is good if you understand the mechanics of it being a third-person shooter. I mean, I only really started playing it because of I don't like building. I like doing zero builds, and only the like collabs is the only reason why I care about this. Like, so it's cool that they got Ben in the mix and got that going. Feedback would be interesting as a option.
I would like some like Omniverse rep from there because I think what's cool about that first one is I feel like they tried to reference as many eras as they could. Like you have Heat Blaster in Classic, you have Alien X for like
Alien
UAF.
Force, yeah.
They have some different stuff. They did have a little like Gravitac pickaxe or like something in there as well to at least reference Omniverse. But I'd love a
Julie?
yeah.
I don't know about Julie. I think Kevin's the most likely, like the next drop.
I'd
Kevin and Max.
I'd say Max would be the next one up if you do a fourth. Yeah,
Okay,
I'd
that would
say
make
that.
sense. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but then again, it's like how much, because you already gave Ben an extra skin, And
They did a
Gwendolyn has
lot,
the Anna.
yeah.
Add Lucky Girl.
That'd be a fun skin for her. I'd
I
I'd like that a lot, yeah.
to make it balanced with the drop, they should have had Lucky Girl and Anodite. Because I would have been rocking Lucky Girl. Young Plumber Max, no, I mean you gotta have it. Like
I want like old man Max with like a metal arm just out here sniping people. Be
hell yeah.
hilarious. That'd be great.
Ben 10 Famicom Galvin. Is that the one that's like open world or whatever?
That's the one we've showed you. Yeah, I think you.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you played it, but I know you did your little trailer thing for it. Or maybe you did play it. Did you play it, or did you just watch footage?
I just watched the footage and it was fucking great.
It's
because the gameplay was so cool.
I couldn't get the hang of it myself, but it is just cool being like, I can turn into fucking way big and like smash the city.
I was dying laughing watching the guy become way big, then ultimate way big, and he's like destroying the whole city. I'm like, oh my god, he is a fucking murderer. Like, it was so funny to watch the brutality of them just destroying everything.
Maybe Will Harang was right.
Maybe. Online game called Ben 10 Omniverse? Oh, there was a Ben 10 Omniverse game online. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Morningstar with Darkstar and Golden Morningstar. I mean, look, I could see them doing that if Ben 10 was like the most popular animated show of all time, but it would be so obscure to have Morningstar. I mean, the fact that we got Ben and Gwen is great, but
if they do any villain, it's Vilgax. Vilgax is like the only villain I could see, which would be crazy, actually.
It would be. He's so tall, though. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to shrink him down. Like, they do Hulk and stuff like that, so you can make him like Hulk-sized, I guess. The thing-sized.
Best transformation sequences? Like, what show? I would say probably Alien Force Ultimate Alien. Maybe. I mean, because with Classic, that was their first attempt at doing something like that. They got more refined with Alien Force Ultimate Alien. I think Omniverse was good too, but I think Alien Force Ultimate Alien, because it's that art style. Like, I like the Omniverse art style. I got used to it, but I still prefer Classic and Alien Ultimate, preferably, over, I don't know.
I might go Classic with this one. I like the deranged, like, I kind of like that it looks painful when he transforms into aliens. I like that you like see his like face getting stretched out and stuff like that. I also like the like jacket stuff they have in Omniverse as well. Like, I know not everyone does, but I like how simple it is. How it looks like a jacket getting thrown over someone, kind of. But I don't think there's a bad trend. Oh, actually, yes, there is. The live action movies transformation sequences look Uncanny Valley. I don't like those ones.
Yeah, that's the nicest way to say it, right?
The like funny meme of like the gray matter transformation as it's like it's not done yet. It's like gray matter's face is like stretched as it's going over Ben's face. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, since you said it. Because I do have the movie.
Oh my god. You just have everything saved still, huh?
Well, so I got sent this by a fan. I'm going to actually rewatch this movie at a certain point.
I think you missed. It's like its first act. Right there.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, boy. All right. So he is... Like, I'll say this. They at least understand the point of, like, okay, it's got to be a green background and all this stuff. But then they really... Oh, boy. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God, dude.
There's the meme.
Oh, my God. And the first appearance of Eon.
Listen.
10 out of 10, man.
I think as a Cartoon Network original movie in, like, 2008 or whatever it was, it could have looked worse.
True.
It could have looked a lot worse.
True. I think it's in school where he becomes Diamond Head. Yeah.
I don't think Diamond Head looks terrible.
It's just so weird at a school, man.
Yeah. The effects could look better. But again, like,
Yeah.
this was like a straight to cable movie. Like, I applaud them for trying stuff. Um
Yeah, that was no. No, 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 no. Wow.
Something else I wanted to talk to you about.
Sure.
My last like thing I need to mention to him. Um since the last time we did this, you got the Reuters arc, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
This was probably the most divisive Ben 10 season. I know some people really, really love it. Some people really, really hate it. I'm kind of in the middle with it. We did a lot of retcons. We did a lot of changes. Were you happy with that arc? Did you like Cervantes, I think his name was?
Yeah,
What's your
Cervantes,
thoughts? Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that they tried to give some explanation or try to give us, obviously, retcon information about what happened to Kevin, even Argent, and how Argent was the reason why Pierce is the way Pierce is. It's hard to say because it really does change a lot, because Cervantes basically gave Kevin false memories, gave Max false memories, and I don't know. Here's what I'll say: if they would have actually gave Cervantes more screen time and actually did more with that as a character, I think it'd be received better by the fans, because honestly, Cervantes wasn't in enough, I don't think, to justify this big of a change in what we understand about Kevin's dad and, you know, all of the amalgamation kids. Like, I think Cervantes should have been more in play before you drop that bomb. Like, I understand, okay, we only have 10 episodes, but like you guys spent episodes and episodes and episodes on filler shit that either was fun or it was okay, but you could have maybe spent more time with Cervantes, or maybe even, I don't know if it's so much like, well, we didn't really have a thought process of more story to tell with Cervantes, but if you're going to have him be this all-powerful telepath where he can manipulate memories, put in false memories, then you need to establish more of him as a character for us to justify it. Like, imagine if Vilgax didn't appear as much as he did, but he is the end-all be-all villain of Classic when you get to further on into the storylines of Classic. And oh, by the way, this guy you've only seen like 2 or 3 times, he's the end-all be-all villain of all of this, and you know, he is truly the big bad of it all. You would feel it's unjustified. Now, I'm not saying Cervantes is the same thing as Vilgax, but Cervantes, they're setting him up as, okay, everything you thought about Max in terms of certain memories of him with Kevin's dad, lies. Potentially other lies as well. Kevin's whole idea of his dad, completely crap. He doesn't remember his connection to anything. I feel like that's messy, but it is pretty insane that they invented a character that can do that.
Yeah, I think my issue with kind of the back half of Omniverse post Frogs of War, or maybe it's after that a little bit, but they do a template where the first episode, maybe 2 episodes of the season, they set up the story. They'll go 7 episodes without it, and then the final 2 episodes they do the said story. Sometimes that works. I think most of the time it doesn't. I think they oftentimes
it doesn't
need
hit
more
as hard
time.
as they want it to. Yeah.
They need at least a couple more episodes sprinkled in there to build to it, to add some suspense, to add the story a little bit. I don't love the retcon of Kevin. I don't love it. I'm not in love with it. I really do love the Osmosian side of Kevin. I always thought that stuff was so interesting, and I almost feels like it almost lessens the hit of like Agrigor in Ultimate Alien. Their whole back and forth, the thing that like, well, Agrigor wasn't really an alien, and this was this, and this was this. It's like, I think there's a way of doing it. Like, I think there's cool stuff in there. I think Reuters as an idea is interesting. I love this like Black Ops plumber group that goes under. Like, that's awesome. That's sick. Yeah. And Cervantes as a villain is great. I like this idea of like, wait, was any of this real? Like, you know, like, was I actually Ben's friend? And like they do good stuff with
Yeah.
Ben and Kevin's friendship in that arc of like, no, I do know what's important to me, and I won't turn my back on this guy, even though I was supposed to originally.
Mm.
So good ideas. Don't love the execution personally. I think it could have been a lot better. But there's also worse storylines in Omniverse, I'd say, or it's just the show as a whole. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like in the middle. I don't hate it. I don't love it either, though. I guess is where I'm at with it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because they did, I think, do a pretty good job with Ben and Kevin's, like you said, relationship. So that definitely is a big factor because it made Kevin question, well, do I really like this guy? Like, if it was this all a ploy, and it turns out it was. That's why certain events unfolded, because Cervantes put it in motion, because he saw Ben as like the ultimate villain. He truly is the destroyer of everything. Well, technically, yeah, because he had to recreate the whole fucking universe. So I guess you're right in that sense. I guess. Yeah, changing the Amalgam Kids made sense, but Kevin's dad was weakly planned. Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been worse though.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't completely terrible, but it wasn't like amazing. The
Yeah.
Coming Storm, yeah, that's the way he worked. Thank you, Mercenary. The Coming Storm. I would have liked to have seen a universe where that's true. What does he do exactly? Like, what exactly does he do? Because we had an opportunity. Obviously, it was before Cervantes was even introduced. But when you had the whole Eon and Vilgax teaming up and getting a bunch of different Bens, evil Bens, Bens that would side with them. What if, what would that have looked like? Cervantes' high selling point was his voice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the voice actor for Cervantes was great.
I wonder if it would have worked as like an alternate Kevin. I wonder if that would have worked better. Like, tell the same story, do the whole thing like it, like in a world where Ben never got to Kevin, where his whole point was to always find and take out Ben, and it's like this other Kevin coming over here and being like, I'm going to take out. I couldn't take out my Ben, but I'll take out yours, kind of thing, kind of idea, and show like. Kind of like a Superman and Lois plot line where it's like, I've seen what a bad Ben can do to a universe, and I'm going to make sure no other universe has to deal with that. I could have been actually a cool idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. And then you don't have to do all the retcon stuff. Be like, wait, all this was fake the whole time, kind of thing. Like, you can tell that same overall story. I guess I don't know.
I agree to an extent that maybe Eon shouldn't have been canon to the series, since Race Against Time is not canon to the universe. Thank God it's not. But personally, since he's introduced, I think it makes sense that he has to be, because when you introduce multiverse and you introduce the idea of other worlds, it's kind of hard to imagine where there is no evil Ben out there at all, ever. I literally just watched an episode. It's actually going to go up at 5 o'clock. Start of a 2-episode arc of Batman Brave and the Bold. We see another Earth where we see Owlman. Not Batman, Owlman. And it's obviously Bruce Wayne. So the thinking of, okay, in the multiverse, somewhere out there of Ben 10, there's not an evil Ben. It doesn't exist. Bullshit. Like, there has to be. And his plan, I'm going to brainwash all these Bens, they're going to work for me.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Now, I will say I don't like the redesign of Eon in Omniverse. I don't like it. I know they wanted to make him look different because obviously you don't want it to look like Ben 10,000, it's just evil. But I just don't like they made him look all like grayish, and I don't know. The face is weird.
I like the idea of Eon more than I actually like him, I'd say. Like,
so you like the idea but not the execution.
I don't know if there's ever been one where I'm like, oh man, I really loved him. Like, there's bits of it. There's cool moments he does, especially in Omniverse, because his entire thing is just like, I'm gonna team up with some bad guy and then they're going to betray me again. Like, it's like, guys, he could be so cool. Like, Eon could be such a cool villain, but I don't think they fully ever really commit.
Best Ben 10K. It's definitely not the one in Ultimate Alien where he becomes like, he just doesn't turn to the aliens, he just becomes like
definitely classic, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, because when you first see Ben 10,000 and he has to learn from his younger self to not just be aliens all the time and basically disregard family, I thought that was
Hmm.
very strong for this kid to tell his older self, or a version of
Yeah,
his older self, hey man, don't be an ass.
yeah.
Do the right thing. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't think you had this last time. We did see like an R version of Ben 10,000 in here, and he has the Biotrix, which speaking of fusions earlier, he can
Mhm.
turn into fusions,
Yeah.
which is interesting. I don't really love his choice in fusions. I always feel like it's some weird, like weird
Mhm.
fusions I would never think of, like Upchuck and Way Big. I'm like, all right, I guess, or Goop and Humongosaur. I don't see how that's helpful, but sure, whatever, buddy.
You know, at the end of the day, it is Ben, right? Even if he's older, he's still gonna make dumb decisions because that's
Uh-huh.
Ben for you. It's what Ben
Yeah.
does. It's his bit, right? He
They got
has to
like,
make dumb decisions.
what is it, like Atomic X, and it's like, how is that different than just Alien X? I feel like they do the
True,
same
true.
thing. Like,
No, we're not forgetting. We're just saying, like, we're talking about Eon specifically because Eon came way before Bad Ben's.
yeah.
Like, that was a whole thing because Eon was already a thing. I'm just saying, because the question was earlier, Eon becoming canon in the series because Race Against Time is not canon to the original continuity of the four shows. It's a separate timeline. But the
Hmm.
idea of Eon, or a version of Eon, because I don't think it's the same Eon that we saw in Race Against Time, or maybe it is. But the idea of like an evil Ben out there who becomes this character or like this character has to exist. So it makes it, at some point we're going to run into it.
Yeah.
So yeah. For Mongosaur, it's just a bigger forearms. For Mongosaur.
Yeah. That one's, I think, at least a little bit more valid to me. It's like,
Yeah.
you are adding to the strength. I think, like, forearms with, like, mixed with any alien is fucking sick.
Mhm.
Like, mix them with fucking, like, Heat Blast. Okay, like, what does Heat Blast look like with forearms? Or Accelerate, I think, is like a big
Forearms.
one. Imagine forearms that can run really fast. Like,
Scary. And he can still
absolutely.
keep up, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Is Ben 10K and Omniverse the same one as the original? I don't know because I think since Ben ran into himself, it splits a timeline off. So it's kind of hard to say for sure.
And
Um,
every time Ben meets himself, the timeline resets again, which is personally why I've said on like previously, I don't want like a Ben 10,000 show personally. I think the fun of Ben 10,000, like Ben's future, is that we will never fully see what it becomes. It's always fluent. It's always changing. It's
because
always
every time, because obviously when Ben 10 met Skurd or Ben 10K met Skurd,
Mhm.
stupid. I don't know why they did that, but okay. The idea of like this fucking snot rocket. Anyways, but he's like, oh, the slime be like, I remember you. He remembers because a
Mhm.
version had that experience, but
Yeah.
since he met him
Yep.
again, maybe that changes things because obviously we saw at the end of episode 10 of season 8, Skurd goes off to join his brethren to become dropping DNA across the universe, which is fucking stupid. Anyways, I thought that was dumb, but whatever. Fine. You make the snot rocket a part of a fucking, master race plan to fucking create everything, whatever. But I wonder, since that event occurred where Skurd meets an older Ben 10K, that changes the timeline to where Skurd actually didn't stay on as long as he was going to. Because what if he gets kicked off for another reason? What if in a hypothetical season 9, Skurd is still on the Omnitrix and then something happens and then he exits the Omnitrix then? He's not there at
Yeah.
the beginning of the creation of a universe. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I think things change. I think you're right. So
Yeah.
the worst redesign is Big Chill from Alien Force Ultimate Alien. Or no, sorry. Alien Force Ultimate Alien to Omniverse. Worst redesign. Because I just don't like the giant Big Chill. I like the skinny Big Chill and the way his wings wrap around him. I just think the design was so cool and they ruined it.
Yeah, I had a hard time my first time going through it with the redesign for Big Chill.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hard time. That's probably mine as well. I'm trying to think. I was looking up like, okay, what are some of the other ones I didn't vibe with? Yeah, that one's the worst, I'd say. I remember also kind of not loving Echo Echo. They kind of gave him a bit of
Oh,
like gut as well. I was like,
yeah, yeah, kind of weird.
eh, I think most are okay. Are there any that you like? Are there any like redesigns that you think it like improve upon the original look?
Hmm. I don't think there was. I personally, I don't think I can't think of any at the moment that look better in Omniverse than they
Okay.
did in Alien Force Ultimate Alien or Classic that I
I'd
can
say,
think of.
I really like Ditto. I think Ditto was my one
Mm.
where I'm like, I kind of like they made him look like a
It's
silly little goose.
it's slight.
Um,
It's slightly different. Yeah. Oh, Shock Squatch. Yeah, that's the one. But
yeah,
it's a thing to where it's Heroes United. It's in the animation style, even though I know color scheme wise and the design is very different, but it is in the style of Generator Rex. But yeah, I do think the design from Shock Squatch to Omniverse is better.
oh, you know what I'll say? I think Jury Rig was really improved. Like,
Oh,
I
to
think
make
he
him like a
still looks
pilot or something.
goofy. I don't like the little naked mole rat look. I don't like that he's a naked
Okay,
little devil just running around.
that's fair. That is fair. And I do have the image here. I'll pull it up of the Shock Squatches.
Hmm. Which you saw that after you started Omniverse, right? Like you met
Yeah,
Omniverse
yeah, I did.
first.
Because I had stopped watching Generator Rex for about roughly exactly a year, which is hilarious how that worked out timeline wise. But yeah, I mean, look, I like the concept of like a Yeti that's a shock squatch. So like, yeah, but I think the redesign in Omniverse makes it more in line of a shock squatch, like the yellow kind of a lightning bolt. Here it's just like, oh, it's white, black, and gray.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's really indicating this is a electric Yeti alien until he uses his powers. Here,
Mhm.
it's more obvious the look. And yeah, honestly, I like the design of Ben in Heroes United. I do.
I would love a whole show in that style. I would.
Yeah,
I think the aliens look great. Humongosaur looks great there. Wrath looks great there. Fantastic.
Edel. People are saying Edel. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't like Edel in general. So that's I just don't care for him anywhere. So
How Harvey tried to
that's just
hide
me
Heroes
though.
United from you. I mean, yeah, like there was a whole thing. People were probably trying to spoil that left and right.
I I would like go into comment section sometimes and be like, "Shut up! Stop saying shit. He hasn't got there yet." Even in your like reboot like comment section, people are like, "Oh, this happens." I'm like, "Shut up! Stop saying it. He
Shut
wants
the
to
fuck
enjoy
up,
it."
you fucking idiots! Shut your mouth. Now, here's what I like too, and I really wish we would have seen more, because like this from Generator Rex, the crossover. I love the designs of the aliens here.
Yeah, they look great.
They look pretty cool. Now, the one thing I noticed that was like really different, like Diamond Head's face looks a little bit different. Everything else is pretty close. Like I
Yeah.
love. Obviously, he becomes Wrath.
Wrath
In the
looks
crossover.
great in the style.
Yeah.
He looks so good.
Let me tell you something. The green eye is very prominent.
I love how
I
they
wish-
showed like Ripjaws, even though he appeared once in Ultimate Alien.
Yeah. I like how Waybig's right there in the back. He's like, I'm here, guys. Hi.
Who's red behind Stinkfly?
Forearms.
No, behind Stinkfly on the other
wait.
side. There's someone red
Oh.
behind him. Who's that?
No, I think that's a part. No, I think that's a part of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like part of the background. Okay.
Yeah. I like the
Oh,
glow on
it's-
the Omnitrix. Yeah.
It's way big. Okay, it's like his arm or something.
way
Oh, okay.
big.
Okay.
It's
my bad,
all way big.
my bad. My bad, boys.
Stop hating. Yeah, there's a way big face in the background.
Okay,
There's
okay.
a way big back there.
Sorry, boys.
There's a fast track Jet Ray Chameleon and Splitter OV redesigns. Really?
There is, yes.
Okay.
Which those were again. I think I told you during Discord. Those were the only 3 aliens that don't appear. Which most of them okay with. Like, I didn't need fast track in there. I didn't need Chameleon. Jet Ray is a little disappointing though. Jet Ray is I don't know.
Is this really it for
It might.
fast track?
It might be, yes.
That?
Yes.
Oh my god. Is that
Yes.
Chameleon?
Yes.
I'm so glad we didn't get Chameleon or Fast Track. They look fucking
Okay.
horrible.
In fairness, this was like a sketch, right? Like someone
But
like commissioned them. Like it would have looked better in the show itself, I think.
I would hope so.
And then I don't see Jet Ray, the official Jet Ray, but Jet Ray's the one that hurts the most, I think.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Because just like their like logic was like, oh wait, we use Jet Ray too much in like UAF, so we're gonna lean back on some of those aliens. Same reason we didn't see a lot of Swamp Fire, but Humongousaur still shows up every other episode. So I was like, what's the? You can't pick and choose. I mean, I guess you can. They did, but
is this really it?
Oh,
hold on a second.
Yep. Again,
what the
it would have
hell
looked better.
Are we doing?
It would have looked better in the show itself, but
he looks so much better there. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, their whole logic was probably like, well, it wasn't probably, it was. It's like, Astrodactyl was kind of their main flying alien here. That was kind of the like replacement for Jet Ray, which I like Astrodactyl. I think he's cool. He's no Jet Ray though.
Yeah, that's true.
He's no Jet Ray.
Jet Ray.
Big Joe's probably my go-to flying alien though. I really like.
He's
Big
so
Joe.
fast too.
Jet Ray, yeah.
Yeah, Jet Ray. Like he's so quick. It's ridiculous. Let's see.
Ben Theorist is right. These were done years after the show ended. Someone was like, "Hey, what? Like, genuinely, like, what would they have looked like?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And kind of did his stuff for it. So.
Oh well. At least we got to see it.
Yeah. Because it's interesting. I don't know if we touched on this yet, but one of the final moments of the show is him going through every alien he's ever transformed into, and then those are the 3 absents. Which I don't know if you picked up on this. They go in show order. They show all the classic first, all the Alien Force first. Then they go through Ultimate Alien, and then the Omniverse, which is a really nice touch. I
started to notice like there's a pattern here.
It's cool.
But that's cool. Now. This gives this shot from Heroes United. I also wanted to pull up. Gives me another reason. Like I wanted to see Kevin, Gwen, and Max, like because that shot is so like I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Because like I understand like the idea of okay, so we're going to Generator X's world. We can't have these 3 characters pop in through with him because he said he was like on a talk show or something, and then something popped up, and then he went through a portal, so they weren't with him. But like. I would have loved if Heroes United had an episode on Generator Rex's world, and then Generator X went to his world, and then we got to see them because he got to interact with all of Generator Rex's characters. So, like, why couldn't Rex have interacted with them?
Again, I think that was the idea. I think that was the plan, that they would at some point he would have shown up on the main show. And again, I won't spoil what's in it, but. There was a comic to kind of fill that void. They like made a comic at one point to be like, "Hey, what would that have, or like, what could that have looked like?"
I will definitely check that out.
So yeah, and that's something you can put in your little content gap with stuff.
And I will react to it, guys. Don't worry, I'll find it. I'm pretty sure I know where I can go to find it. So I'm not worried about that. I forget what comics site it is. Let me see if they actually have it or not. Yeah, what was that one? It's like a comic you can go.
What up, Lance?
Oh. Well, have you even watched Ben 10?
I think he has, but I think he said he binged it in COVID, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong though.
Doesn't sound like a real fan to me, but whatever. Binging it during COVID, that's everyone can do that.
Oh.
I the Max design. You hate that design? I like Max. Have you seen all of Ben 10 or just classic though?
That's a good question.
That's a better question. Favorite Omniverse alien original?
Ooh.
I mean, it's hard to say. I would say personally, probably Blocks. I like Blocks a lot. I do like box.
I like Grab Attack. I like Grab Attack a lot.
That's fair.
Unless you count Arctic Iguana, I don't really, because he's introduced in Classic, but present day Ben gets him in Omniverse. I don't know.
I grew up on Ben 10. I'm sure you did.
Old.
Oh yeah, old. What are your plans for content altogether? Together, I mean, the only thing we have planned at some point, we don't know when. We will do because we did rank Ultimate Alien.
Yes, we did.
Or not characters, episodes. We will be doing Omniverse at some point. I don't know when. I know that will happen because we have to complete the cycle because we've already done it.
Yes, we gotta finish it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, and at some point I'm gonna because I believe he's on season 2 now. I was planning on doing it a little bit sooner, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. We're gonna let Kaisep get further into Omniverse before we do Aliens Elimination, where we're actually eliminating aliens for Ben 10, so we can include some of those Omniverse aliens.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more fun because if we're just doing the first 3 shows, then we can do that, but I feel like
we're missing a lot. Yeah,
we're missing a number of ones. So,
and I'll say too, like I've talked to you about it a little bit, the self promo a little bit. Like I do my yearly, like once a year, I get a bunch of my creator friends, like Ben 10 creator friends together, and we do like a live stream. And now that you're done, Jordan, I can finally be like, oh, I can invite you. I can have you as part of the group. Like that's the fun thing that I'm kind of excited for you to be done with the show. It's like, oh, I can just freely talk about the main continuity with you now, which is very fun.
And it better be a good one. 10 out of 10, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's really it. Any final thoughts, Darren?
No, man. I'm as silly as it sounds. Like I'm proud of you for doing the journey. Like not to say you're the only person, but you're one of the only people that has gone through all of it. Like so many content creators have stopped at Classic or stopped at Ultimate Alien or Alien Force or whatever, but you've done all of them, and now you are the first person to do the reboot. I don't think anyone has done the reboot.
As far as people have told me, I am the first person,
which is very cool. That's awesome. I think I'm excited for the road. I've loved this journey going with you and having found this friendship through this show, and then also we've done other stuff. We've done council and all that stuff has been fantastic. And thank you to the audience who have kind of let me kind of barge in on your journey here. And it's been fun keeping all these secrets from you, being like, oh, can't say that or can't say that. It's been amazing. Thank you.
You don't want to say anything. Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing. Oh.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for showing up and hanging out. Of course, I love the live stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. A lot of people stopped after season 3 of Alien Force. Yeah, I mean, understandable. But yeah, both are legends. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, we're gonna continue the journey, and me and Darren are gonna continue to obviously do Ben 10 content together from time to time and all that shit. And I obviously you guys are here. Free plug. Obviously, I've been promoting it the whole damn thing for 2 hours. Council of Creators on my channel live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. This upcoming Wednesday, next week, the 3rd of June, Darren is hosting his 100th episode. And is there something Ben 10 related in this? Maybe.
I don't want to say no, because then all the people are like, nah, I'm not showing up. But so we'll squeeze it in somehow. We'll make a mention of it.
There's a tease. Darren is hosting the show, so make sure you watch live. We might do he's in control, so I don't know what he's gonna do, but he is hosting, and make sure you guys check out that show. Obviously, I'm gonna continue to cover Ben 10 stuff. Whenever we do the Omniverse rankings, you guys will see the video. We'll promote it and everything, so it'll be there. You guys can see that. Of course, when doing Elimination Alien, you'll see that too. So don't worry. There's plenty of Ben 10 content that I'm assuming Darren will continue, because he'll probably continue to cover the comic, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Same thing here. So there's still plenty of stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.